Hello, welcome to Fine Moon Rising. This is Cancer's end of August, and beginning of September energy reading, tarot energy and astrology reading. I will be developing a sigil for you, which is the energy of the month. But first, I'm pulling the tarot cards. So it looks like we have the Justice card, followed by the Magician card, followed by the Six of Cups, the Fool, the Page of Wands, the Six of Swords, and then overall energy here. It looks like you have the Four of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Page of Swords. And I'll go into all these in depth because I'm going to do a little art project, which is your sigil, which is the energy of this month. Okay, I thought you needed a little boost, so actually your sigil is very bright. I just thought maybe Cancer needed after some heaviness that may have occurred, you needed something just a little happy, a little interesting to move you forward. And this is moving forward at all costs. Move toward happiness is your sigil, okay? And so I'll get started on that. But let's go through the tarot, then we'll hit the astrology as I start drawing, and it gets a little more boring. Okay, so Justice card. Of course, that is, I just kind of feel like it's direct, just very direct energy. You're at a point where you're just like, okay, what is happening? Where am I going? What is going on? I feel like this is just very direct. What can I control? What can I let go of? What can I not control? What is out of my control? And why am I focusing my emotional energy on that? Why am I focusing my brain power on things that are out of my control? And I think this is actually an energy of separation. It's separating out, categorizing things, and putting them into the appropriate boxes, meaning not your problem, not your problem. Oh, that's your problem. And so you take hold of that. Okay, so it is kind of a wrangling and taking control. With the Magician, we do take control. It is a very much me, myself, and I card. It is also Gemini's ruler. So if you have Gemini in your chart, then Gemini reading might be for you as well. But there's something here about you definitely using your skills to take control of something. And it may be as far as healing, but it could also be in regards to relationships as well as your career path. And in your astrology, it's actually a very lucky month for you. So we'll get into that in just a moment. But we do have this Six of Cups here. And the Six of Cups energy, I don't feel like it's very much nostalgia. I feel like it's something that you're closing out. Something you're closing down, you're releasing, you're letting go, setting free. There's a butterfly on this card, and it's like kids in a garden here, and then it has some mice talking to each other, and then this butterfly that's flying away. And this kid has like a frog, and this girl's petting a bunny. It's all like everything going on in this card here, but I feel like there's a lot going on, and I think that you're releasing things that are just no longer yours. You just cannot focus on everything anymore. And so I think there's a big push for you to just release and go in a different direction. And you may not know what that is. That's the thing. I don't think you quite see the future very clearly at the moment. That will change. However, right now you're just a little unsure about things. But you know where you can't linger. You know you can't malinger in a certain spot. It's time to move forward. And so you do have the Fool. You are ready to start something new. You're ready to move forward. You're ready to go on. You're ready to just leave things behind. And I think this is just very much a big revelation for you, in that, oh my gosh, I'm finally free. And so that's what I feel this energy is for you. You do have the Page of Wands here and the Six of Swords. So this energy, when I pulled it out, it just felt like at all costs, at all cost, I need to be somewhat happy. I need to have security. I need to have safety. Things like that at all costs. How do I make that happen again? How do I take care of myself? How do I take care of those around me? It's something here about it just has to happen. So I feel like if it's this Page of Wands, you're just realizing that, oh my gosh, this is what I need to do. Absolutely. Because maybe the way you've been going before has been burning you out, burning candle at both ends, or just, focusing on things that are just ridiculous and worthless. And you're just saying, nope, I'm not doing that. So it is moving forward at all costs, Six of Swords. And you're just like, I don't know really where I'm going, but I'm going. And so you've got the universe at your back, though. I think because of this lovely fast air energy that we're embarking on, I think things are manifesting very quickly, and it can be a little muddled in our future because we don't always see the future clearly until it's upon us, and that's air energy. That's just how it is, okay? So your overall energy, the energy of the month and, kind of month and a half here, is the Four of Wands, followed by the Knight of Swords here. as well as the Page of Swords. So a couple of Swords cards here, which just leads me to think that you're trying to see in the future, but you're not quite there yet. But also you will see tiny illuminations. So there are things coming on your path that you're thinking, okay, yeah, I can handle this. I can take care of this. This is the step I need to take. And I think it will be made clear to you as the month goes on. And also I feel like September 10th is kind of important for you. So for whatever reason, September 10 is popping into my head. And so I do feel like there's something about that kind of coalescing some things together that you've been concerned about. And it's just, and some of it is a healing and some of it is but it's not as much of a healing as it is like a material realities type stuff. So I think things are coalescing. And I think things are just finally coming together. And I do think that there's going to be tiny epiphanies that are going to point the direction so that you can Knight of Swords it. I mean, you can run after it. So, but it's for your Four of Wands. You really want to have this kind of safety, security, peace, and happiness. You just want to not be burning candles at both ends. And you don't want to be stressed and you don't want to be, it's giving the energy of someone who's just, I can't keep going like this. I just absolutely cannot. So I must absolutely, organize things, and I must absolutely prioritize health and well-being. And so I think that's where you're headed at this point. And you don't know exactly how that's going to look, but it's going to look. That's it. It's just going to look. Okay. And so we'll continue on. Let's go into the astrology while I am finishing drawing, and I'll pull 3 more cards at the end here just as you recap here. So, of course, we have that lovely Venus and Jupiter conjunction, and that means luck for you. It just is falling upon you as a lucky time. It may not have felt like that in the beginning of the month, but now it is going to mid-month to end is definitely going to be a lucky time. Lucky time for your finances, lucky time for, taking on any kind of new endeavors that you'd like. And also it's a month of big releases. We just need to let things go. I mean, don't hold on to anything that is not needed. Just don't keep it in your heart any longer. It is time to set it free. And it will be, even if it's a person, and you're like, I don't want to ignore them. But then sometimes you just have to take your hooks, your energetic hooks out of the situation in order to set yourself free, and just let it go. Just sit on the sidelines. Don't be as focused on it. Focus on other things. You're going to be focusing on your movement forward. And so there might be some need for meditation there, because if you're not seeing the future, it could stress you out, and you might need some sort of relaxation to kind of keep you going and keep you moving and not feeling, anxiety about the future. Pace yourself. So there's very much an energy in the astrology about pacing yourself and making sure you're taking care of everything in your life. And listen more, talk less this month. It's a very good month. Just button it up. Analyze what people are saying before you respond, if you respond at all. That's the thing. Analyze everything. Okay? So I'm going to be pulling some cards here at the end, and it is the Page of Pentacles, the 8 of Pentacles. You'll see them on the screen anyway. And then the Queen of Cups. So these are kind of like the recap cards at the end here, a little bonus here. And with this Page of Pentacles, and the weird thing is you have 3 pages in your reading, and that just means that we're just not quite there. We're not quite sure, but we're going to go there. So there's a lot of learning happening. There's a lot of, interest in finances, improving your finances, interest in how you're communicating, also interest in what is going to make your heart sing. So you're evaluating those things. There's an energy of analysis here, but it's not analysis paralysis. It's just you kind of pacing yourself, holding back, and looking at things for the future. 8 of Pentacles, you are absolutely going to be starting on a new path that is more healed and happy. And then the Queen of Cups, you are the keeper of all the keys. You're the one, you have the keys to the future. I think you are going to be manifesting things with passion in the future. Okay,